What happens when you load up Open TTD with an absurd amount of popular mods, and then try to actually play it? Well, we're about to find out if this was a brilliant idea, or if I might regret it. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to Open TTD, Absurdly Overloaded. Today we're focusing entirely on survival. We'll be navigating the complex early game economy and figuring out how to handle some of the very eager competitors, and also learning how to work with these vast amount of mods, some of which I've never even used before. I'll be trying to figure out along the way what it actually takes to build a profitable company in this surprising cocktail of mods. I've chosen a mix of the most popular mods from the Open TTD survey, and I've ended up with 71 new GRFs, 14 AIs, and 1 game script. Let's see how all that goes. The first thing we have is the pop-up storybook for the renewed village growth script. Now this is going to determine how the towns and villages grow throughout the world, and there's a few different requirements that we need to meet to work with that. But I haven't really got the money for that. We've only got a £100,000 starting loan that we can max up to 300,000. So I'm going to just put that to one side, and we're going to work with money first. Now, speaking of money, let's figure out what we're going to do in terms of making it. Looking at the cargo payment rates, what is the best primary industry for me to work with? Now, fish is primary, but fish is going to be in bodies of water. And even though we have some pretty interesting ships to deal with, I feel like the profit on the ships is not going to be great because they're so slow. So I'm going to ignore the fish, and the next one is milk, and then livestock. I'm going to go to the industry chains, and I'm going to have a look at where the milk comes from. Here we go, milk. Okay, comes from a dairy farm in this particular set. So the industry set we're using is the FURS 4 industry set. And yep, dairy farm does both milk and livestock, both of which should pay quite well. So what I think we need to do is find an area of the map with lots of dairy farms and get as many of them connected up to probably a stockyard as possible. A stockyard will give us food, which was also high up on the list for any of those other places. What is the other option? We can take it to a dairy. So ideally, what we want is a dairy and a stockyard, which are relatively near each other, so we can produce food at both and take it somewhere. Now, I am allowing myself a little bit of time to plan before I unpause the game. I think with this many mods, it's only fair because of how different everything can be. I'm not used to the industries, I don't know what the payment rates are, it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. And when I unpause, there's going to be a bunch of AIs that flood onto this world as well, so let's at least give myself a bit of a start for planning. Okay, looking at the industries across the world, there are quite a few. And ideally we need to find a dairy and a stockyard next to each other, so let's get rid of them. So dairy and a stockyard. Do have a dairy and a stockyard quite close to each other down here. Are they probably within... Oh, there's a dairy. There's a stockyard. We could probably produce food and send it out from there. That could be quite good. Oh, there's two really close together here. Look at that, right next to each other. The only trouble with these two, even though they are perfectly close to each other to get one station in to collect all the food, I don't think there's many farms around here. What's that? Yeah, there's a dairy farm. So the dairy farm has the fields around them. We're in the corner of the map. There's no fields. In theory, get a station in that would get both of these industries in terms of being able to just have one station for outputting the food. And there are like a few dairy farms that aren't too far away. The topography of the landscape is a little kind around here as well. Yes, we've got a great big lake, but there's a lot of low-lying land amongst these hills. Whereas over here, we've got our two industries right on the top of a hill. So we're going down south. Okay, so I've chosen what cargo I'm doing and the industries I'm going to be working with. I think it's time to unpause and play a game of Open TTD. Alright, so the first thing we're going to get is a whole bunch of companies being launched. Oh, and of course, we've got the character portraits mod. Clueless is joined. I do need a drop-off station. Let's start with a slow branch line. Or main line. Slow branch line is much cheaper. We could always upgrade it. Okay. Now, let's get this station in here. What if I just like save the land by buying, placing cheap track, and then I'll put my other station in afterwards. Yes, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to get 4 tracks in here just to save this little bit of space, because the last thing we want is another company building here and taking up my special little plan. Now we need to get stuff going into these industries from nearby farms. I'm going to start with the nearest one. And I'm just going to use standard stations to begin with, and we'll figure out the rest later. Maybe we take the food out on this side. Oh, there's not a lot of room for drop-off stations. Most of the drop-off is going to be coming on that side. Right, okay. This is going to be the pickup side. Hopefully we can stop the town growing in that direction. And we'll turn some of these into drop-off stations. Right. So, let's start with a simple 7-length 2-track drop-off station. This is going to accept milk. And I will figure out how it's all going to connect up soon. And then here's our farm. It's not got far to go. And a lot of stations on this land is going to be expensive because farmland is more expensive to build on, I think. Let's have a look. Grass, that's 60 to clear. That's 375 to clear. Ah, farms are so expensive. We could start with road vehicles, or I could start with the further away farm. If I do that... Right. The reason why I started with the further away farm is that hopefully we'll get more money. So let's use one-way path signals. New vehicles. Oh no, there's too many vehicles to choose from. Right, okay, hang on a second. Let's sort by reliability and just look at the engines. Okay, we go down towards the bottom. Good reliability. No, we need good reliability. Now, we also need something that's not going to cost too much, but has good pulling power. That's a mainline locomotive. That's not really great for us. I'm thinking somewhere in this region. There is a diesel there. What's our track speed? Our track speed is 80, right? So if we're going much above 80, then it's wasted. So we want good pulling power at good price. That's 30,000. That one's 17,000. Does the 72? Okay, so the Ginty might be one that we do. And running costs 3,000 a year compared to 6,000 there. This is our middle ground. I'm almost certain this is going to be perfect. The speed's 80, so we're not wasting any speed. The cost is not 30 or 40,000. And the running costs aren't cheap, but they're not expensive. And it's got a little bit of pulling power for such a small engine. Wow, have I spent a third of my loan already on just stations and track? Wow. Okay, let's get a train. Let's now switch this to what we're going to be picking up. We're going to be picking up milk. Where's milk gone? There's milk. And we're going to sort now. Instead of reliability, we're going to sort by running cost. Okay, so that is cheap. It can go fast enough. And it carries 60 litres, which is a lot more. That was the cheapest to run. The flat wagon. Apparently a flat wagon can carry 12,000 litres of milk. That's a terribly small amount. That's not enough. We need more. Okay, 10,000, 10,000, 30,000. That tanked wagon, it goes a little slow though. Okay, next one. Ha! That one is only 30 a year, but it is, capacity is 12,000. I think refrigerated van might be the best bet. It's relatively cheap. It carries quite a lot. Let's build a train of that. Let's not make it massive, actually. Let's make it length 4-ish. No, just under 4. Just under 4. Okay. Let's give it full load orders here. Oh my goodness, it's almost the end of the first year and I haven't got my train going yet. Okay, there we go. Right. What do you mean? Requires a brake van? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, hang on a second. I need a brake van. Oh my goodness. Boxcars, mail carriage. There we go. There's a brake van. Let's pop that on the end. Okay, it's off. Okay, first train on its way. I still have 170,000 to finish this line. Hopefully it's not going to be that bad. Oh my goodness. Right. I'm going to do this coming out of the station. And then I'm just going to try and work my way past as much of this as possible. There's a lot of industries all over this map. We want to work our way past this farmland. I'm not building over farmland. It's going to cost too much money. That's going to have to do... Oh, there's a river in the way. Though we don't need to go that way. Okay, let's come down in land height here. Then go diagonal there. Then just come down. Is that going to crash into anything? Yes. Right, let's bring it over a little bit. And then connect it up. Okay, that didn't actually cost as much as I thought it was going to. Oh, the train's on its way. Okay, so it's not accelerating ridiculously fast. And it's also going back... Why is it going backwards? Oh, it must be just one of those trains that pulls backwards. Fair enough. And it's got up to top speed on this line. I think I've made a good balance between speed, capacity, and cost. It's costing a half decent amount of money so far, so we'll have to find out how much money that makes when it finally gets there. But let's get the second line in, because if that train's already on its way, it looks like we've got relatively good production. I'm going to clip the corner of that farmland. See you later, little train. Obviously, this hill's not the best. I could do with fixing that. Let's do signals down the line. Signal spacing of 2. That'll be okay, I think. Right, train's still on its way. Let's clone it. Get more milk going. This definitely accepts milk, right? Yes, and we're definitely carrying milk, right? Yes. Okay. So far, this train's cost me around £800 in running costs. And it's getting close to the station. I wonder how much income it's going to make. If this makes half decent income, we've got to start. I mean, obviously, I've not producing the food yet, but I'll have to concentrate on that next. Okay, here we go. How much money am I going to make? 20,000. You know what? For a relatively short journey and a relatively cheap train, that's not too bad. There's a good, decent amount of milk coming and another train on the way. Let's keep these trains coming. I haven't even started working on the livestock yet. Oh, wow. Production's quite good. This is a good farm to start with. I didn't even check the production. What's this one? Oh, my goodness. If I'd have started with that farm, the production's terrible. Okay. We've got a line. We've got trains. We're going to need another train. They are getting up to top speed not too bad, actually. So I think let's stop that train. Let's just... I'm going to clone it and make it longer. Let's see how quickly that gets up to top speed. I haven't even done the livestock yet. The livestock can use the same line. We'll modify it as necessary, I guess. Let's do a brand new station. Let's start using the ISR stations now. Yeah, that one was 22,000. Nice. So, stations, we're going to do like a good station. And, oh, the number of tracks and so forth is automatically put on. Okay, I didn't want to do it. Let's see if we can extend this. Okay, good. We managed to extend it. We'll put a junction in here. Just a simple one for now. My priorities are a good network, right? That's running well that's making money. Because there's a lot of mods in here that I'm not 100% familiar with, and I could end up having problems. I already had the problem of not having a train going because it needed a brake van, right? So, oh, that one's broken down. Oh, we haven't got depots. Oh, how could I forget depots? Okay, right. Emergency depots. Here we go. We're going to use the quickest and simplest and most compact type of depot I know. These trains are a maximum length of 7, so we can go out 6. Do this. Okay, so these might break down a little bit. And because this is so close to a junction, I'll just do that. Hopefully this will do... Oh, no, I need a tunnel. Tunnel. There we go. I love the little whistles in this train mod. It's fantastic. There we go. So we need a signal before the join here. And a signal before the join there. Okay, that in theory should help. This train's got problems, but that's probably because I was just messing around with these tunnels. And its reliability's not gone down much. Okay, let's... I've only got 16 grand left. That's not great. Ideally, I want... I'm going to get one more station in here for picking up the livestock. Try and stick it on the side of this station as a separate station, and then just hook it up to the same railway network. Also seems like we've got too many trains now. What's the ratings? 80%. That's not bad in terms of ratings. Right, this train's on its way back now. It's going full speed now. It's doing quite well. Is it this corner that slows it down? Can't be one corner. One 45 degrees corner will not slow a train down. And two 45 degrees corners in different directions will not slow a train down. It broke down. That's not anything to do with it. Having one set of depots here is not really the best. We could do with more depots in other places. This is a mess. And this needs to be where the food comes out. And I've got no money. Oh no, and there's people, there's other AIs doing stuff. Oh, let's have a look at the operating profit. Oh. That's not the best operating profit graph for me. And now I'm the green one, so I'm not at the bottom. I am pulling a profit. I haven't done my company name or anything yet. Let's give ourselves a name. And a face. Let's do a face. Right, so let's just randomize the hair a bit until we get something that's a bit kind of curly and whippy. Yeah, there we go. Let's remove the glasses. Eyes that are bluish. And there we go. We'll go with that one. Now, I don't think I can swap the colour scheme. Oh, light blue's available. Huh. That's unfortunate. Never mind. I guess we're stuck with green for now. I say for now because there is potentially the opportunity to buy out some of these other companies. We could do hostile takeovers. Although this hostile takeover would cost us £2 million. And then the AIs won't come back with the settings that we've got. So the game is flooded with AIs and their own little networks. But in theory, if I get enough money, I can buy them out and then dominate the entire world. Is that my big train? That's my big train. I think they should all be big trains. So I might do some updating there. Come on, give me money. 90, right, okay. So now I'm going to clone the big train. Not with shared orders. Now we're going to try and find the correct vehicle to handle our livestock. So, passengers, no. Farm supplies, engineering, fruit, livestock. There we go. Oh, one of the transport companies is in trouble already. Transhot. It's got 2 aircraft. What would a hostile takeover cost? $500,000? How can it be in such problems? I mean, one of them is making money. Anyway, livestock vans. So that's the most expensive. That's no good for us. We want the ones that are the cheapest that will run the quickest. That one's quite quick. That one's perfect, except it holds 32. Is there another one that's almost perfect as well? I think we're going to be going for this goods van. Handles 32 items of livestock, doesn't cost much, and runs at 80. Let's buy that vehicle. There we go. And then, can we take that off and put it on the end? We can. Right, okay. Train 5. Let's give it some new orders. I want you to full load at this other station. Go down the line and unload there. Do the livestock. Off you go. Use the same piece of track. Good. Okay. Next up, I'm going to use these wagons to extend the length of that train. And hopefully we can get the ratings to go up. I'll then obviously make a better junction. We'll fix this mess. We'll start moving food. Oh, fantastic. Now the question is, where are we going to move the food to? So there's a whole plethora of different places we can take it. And if we look at the topography, coming out of here, heading maybe around this lake and up the coast might be a good idea. Because the land's relatively flat. Yeah, we just follow this coastline pretty much. Right, so now what we've got going on over here. Oh yeah, I was making this train longer. There we go. We probably don't need as many trains if we're going to make them all longer. Okay, money's coming in. We've got one farm hooked up to our food hub. And we need to get food out, but it's not doing too bad overall. And I think I'm going to start using this money to build the food line and network. Right. So I'm going to start looking here. This hill's going to need to go, or at least part of it. This is going to be a food loading station. So grain, mineral, unloader, oil facilities, there to there. Right. I'm going to leave all this other bits in for now, because I want to expand this all later. Trying to reduce the amount of money I'm spending. Then, because it's a Ro-Ro station, we can have signals coming off the exit. Then we need to get over this river, which at this stage, I bet a bridge is cheap in comparison. So, what would it cost to blow up 1 square river? 7.5 grand. What would it cost for 1 bridge? The fastest bridge? 2,300. We're having that. We're having the fastest bridge. So we're going to go over that bridge, down here, past that point there. Oh no, past this point here. We're going to go past here. Somehow up and through this little bit. That's going to be a little bit of a nightmare. But then past this town here. So what I'm currently doing is I'm marking out all of the kind of bottlenecks in the available landscape and so forth, so that I can work my way between the worst points. Here again, we're going to need some bridges. That bridge cost a lot more, but that's fine. So, oh, that actually connects up quite nicely. Now, obviously, in future, building bridges like this and stuff probably not going to be efficient. But we're getting close to where I want to deliver this, and I've done a good deal of it already. I want to go as direct as possible, because if you're not going direct, you're losing out on potential profit. So around the lake, through these hills somehow, connected up to here, past the town, over this river, down through, and deliver somewhere over there. This is going to be quite a long food journey, and I think we probably need a faster line. Yeah, what's the next line up? Okay, so there's electric slow, third slow, dual power branch metro, main line. It's main line. Okay, let's do some main line construction. What's the difference in price in terms of being able to upgrade this? That's going to be 3 grand just to upgrade that one section of track. That is a good deal more expensive. But for going this distance with that sort of commodity, I think it's worth it. We've got 33 grand in the bank. I think a second livestock train's needed. It is slightly slowing down going up the hill. Okay. I think I'm going to have to let my trains run for a couple of months to get this line finished off. Pop in some depots. And then we need to terminate somewhere over here, I think. What would a terminus station over here cost? Let's do... We did... What would we do? We did a goods A for the pickup. Let's do a goods station B for the drop-off. It accepts food? Okay. Let's do a simple terminus station because drop-offs, they flow through so much quicker than picking up. Do the bridge, connect it up here, connect that up there, and then I just have to worry about these hills. I'm just wondering, how much would it cost me just to dig through that hill? Like this. It would be a big investment, but it would really prevent the train slowing down. Let's find out. Oh, 736,000. Okay. What if we go up a layer or two and then dig through the hill? That seems like a better idea. Oh, Transhot will be sold off or declared bankrupt if it doesn't get better. Their finances just keep dipping, don't they? Let's have a look. Okay, so they've still got the aircraft going. They've spent their entire loan and they're in the red. That's not good for them. Now, while I'm waiting for the money to come in, I'm going to start renaming some of these places. So we've got the milk and we've got livestock. There we go. And then we've got... This is the milk drop-off. And then this one over here is our livestock drop-off, and we don't need this station. I will get some cheap track, though, just to fill in that gap. There we go. I should have just removed the station. The track would have left behind. Okay, that's fine. Then this one is going to be our food station. Now, in theory, I could probably just take it straight to this town, but we wouldn't get much profit from that, so let's not do that. And there is our food delivery station. Okay, let's start doing some little bits of digging. We've got 126,000 in the bank. No, I do not want any of the preview trains. They are usually terrible. We have got most of the way through this hill, but I have run out of money. I hope this food line's going to pay off. I really do. Oh my goodness, if it doesn't pay off, we're going to be in trouble. Right, what have we got here? It looks like the livestock train's waiting in the depot. That's fair enough. We could do with maybe getting some farm supplies in. That would help us, because if we put farm supplies in, we get extra production. Now, where can farm supplies come from, and can I get some easily? And can I just deliver it by a cheap helicopter? Let's find out. Okay, farm supplies come from a port. Is that it? Only a port. Okay, I guess I'm looking for nearby ports. And the good thing about ports is they're semi-primary industries. They will still produce some stuff even if nothing's coming in. Except this one is actually... This has got stuff coming in. Farm supplies are not being used. Only 90 crates of farm supplies. That's not a lot. Okay. What about this one over here? 72. That's even worse. There is one more that could potentially supply us, but that's even worse again. Okay. Can I get a relatively cheap heliport? Oh my goodness. We've got the vintage community port. We've got a seaplane port. We've got small. We've got all sorts of little airports there. Helicopter. Oh my goodness. We've got an airship mast, an air depot, and an air station. Can helicopters land at air stations? How much is it going to cost me to place down? 30,000. Okay, air depot? 14,000. Okay, so for less than 30 grand, I could have a heli station at each end, or an air depot, which in theory, a helicopter should be able to land at, I think. Can I get a helicopter that carries the farm supplies? Oh no! Hot air balloons! Is that the only helicraft? Oh my goodness, no, hot air balloons are the only I mean, obviously in future years I might have access to helicopters, but right now in 1954, I only have access to hot air balloons, and I bet they don't carry... Yeah, they don't carry... You can't put farm supplies on there. Oh, no. Transhot's having problems again. Let's carry on digging through this hill. Have my livestock trains been going to the wrong station? Oh, it had an invalid order after I got rid of it. That accepts livestock. What's been going on with these trains? Okay, they did make money. Okay, so I sent them to the station I didn't want to go to, but it still worked anyway. Then I got rid of it, and now it's a problem. Okay, if we have a look at just my operating profit graph, we had the initial bump when we got the milk line, then it started jumping up when we were doing the livestock, and then it just plummeted again because of that issue. So hopefully, if I get the livestock going again, money will come rolling in and I'll be able to catch up. There we go, we're dropping off at the correct place now, and that is going to be 17,000, a relatively low amount of money. Okay, I'm just going to do a little wiggle for now, because I might rebuild this a little bit later anyway. There we go. Right, that should be the food line in. Let's place signals all the way down the line, just to check, because if you hold control and drag, the signals go all the way to the next junction or station. And if we miss a piece of track, they'll stop. Oh, look, they've stopped on one side. Or if there's a junction, they'll stop. Here, there you are, look, missed a bit of track. Really nice little validation technique. And then all the signals are going nearly all the way. Brilliant. Right. Now we need depots. So I'm going to put a depot here just for adding trains. And what we want is a completely different train because now our top speed is up to 130. So, new vehicles. Engines. And we're going to go by reliability again. I don't want ones that are going to be constantly breaking down. We want something with quite good tractive effort and pulling power, I think. So what we want is a train that goes up to 130 with a running cost is not massive. So let's organize by running cost. Too slow, too slow, too slow. That one's fast enough. Maximum reliability is quite good. General purpose, it's a diesel. Huh, what's the running costs like? Not too bad. Looks like we're going to have this diesel. Not enough money. Of course I haven't got enough money. How's my operating profit gone up? It's starting to. It's starting to go back up. Hang on, what just happened to my operating profit? It absolutely tanked. Are all my trains stuck? All of my trains are stuck. Oh, there's a piece of track missing here. That is a mini disaster. It's a good job I noticed it, though. Oh. I think in the past, the livestock trains have come through this station, gone to the one that isn't there anymore, and come back again. This is the first time they've used the line that they were originally supposed to in the first place. Okay. Money go up now. I'm pretty sure. I ain't got enough money. Has the maximum loan gone up? No, it hasn't. This could be a bit of a problem. I'm going to have to take out a large section of track here just so I can afford to connect this back up. And let these trains in to make some money. And I've used expensive track as well. There we go. It's on its way back up now. I think we'll be alright. Whoa, what a rocky start. Okay, after avoiding that disaster, I can now afford my diesel engine. The question is, what food vans have we got to play with? We're going to organise by running costs. I'm going to check out the speeds and capacity now. It has to be 120 or plus kilometers an hour, otherwise it's just going to slow our train down. But really, we just want the highest capacity to the lowest cost. So, too slow, too slow. That's 120. That's 160. Okay. They both carry 20, except one of them's faster. Okay. It's only going to get more expensive from here. 1 a year to run. 70 a year to run. So comparing it to the express mail carriage, it carries nearly double the amount of food. This is so difficult with all these different mods. and it doesn't carry as much as the other wagons, but we'll get regular money coming through. Full load here, go all the way down the line, unload there, go for it. Beep bop. That's pretty cool sound effects as well. Okay, so we've got diesel trains loading. Is it actually going to load anything? It says it accepts milk. Cargo graph, we are producing food. At both of these locations. Right, okay. Let's make it look like it's actually accepting stuff. And let's get rid of all the extra track we don't need right now. I'm feeling relatively confident that we've got the basics in. I don't need to cry about it too much if I need to work my way around something else later. Yep, there we go. We are now loading food. Fantastic. Now, the next thing we need to do is get some depots in. I think depots over here might be doable. It's a bit close to the station, but it's probably a good idea. Okay, let's get some depots in. Must remove signals. Well, I'm changing that game option. Automatically remove signals during construction. I like that. Boop. There we go, we're fine. So this has to go along for 6, then it goes up. Oh, our first food train's on the way. We need a second food train. Can we afford it? Yeah, 120 grand in the bank. We'll let that train go past. And we'll catch up with you in a bit. I just need to get some more depots in down here. There we go. Okay, we're going to have to wait for the next delivery before I can finish these depots. Oh no, I got rid of the track because I couldn't afford it and I needed to fix that track. And now I need to put that track back. Oh, it's a good job there isn't an industry that's popped up there. Okay, you, milk train. Come on, we need loads of money. Please deliver and make me a fortune. Hopefully it's going to be like £37,000. 32,000, that'll do. Track is in. Oh, that's the slow track. We need to upgrade that. There we go. Track upgraded. Signals replaced. What? Hang on a minute. How are you coming as well? You're full. Oh, maybe we should have gone with a higher capacity then. Let's try it. Let's do an experiment. Oh, of course I ain't got the money. Alright, well, we'll just build things over here then, eh? I don't want any of these new vehicles that are coming right now. Their reliability is going to be shocking. What do you mean not enough cash? Depots cost what? Nearly £2,000 for a depot? That's expensive. These trains better make an absolute fortune. Only carrying 280 tons of food. We're having to pay for that engine. I'm not sure I chose the right carriages there. These ones are doing alright. These ones are making half decent money. £114,000 last year for those ones. And £122,000 a year for those last ones there. Now I've just realised we haven't actually got depots all the way down the line. So we're going to need to go and add some more depots in before all of these vehicles break down. And I've only got 2 of them, but they're nearly there. Okay. So we know how far it's gone. We know it's carrying 280 tons of food. We know food pays quite well. And we're pretty close to the end. £48,000 is my prediction. Pop yours in the comments if you want to make a prediction now. Pause the video if you need to. Don't cheat. Right. Unloading. What's it going to be? Come on. 66,000. Nice. That's not too bad. And that's a relatively small amount. Let's get the bigger carriage. Right. So it was this one. It carries 36 tons. Goes full speed. But does cost a little bit more. There we go. Right, send that on its way. What's the capacity of that train? 468 tons of food. Okay, still going to fill up straight away and head out there, but that's better. There we are. Put that there. Put that there. Trains can now slip off, go where they need to go. So that one might even make 100,000 or more for that one trip. This one's nearly fully loaded. Do we decommission the others already? Maybe. 17,000 for a tunnel. Construction costs are ridiculous. I don't know which mod is playing with my construction costs, but it's definitely providing me with a challenge. Okay, signal before the merge. Signal before the merge. Excellent. Okay, the reliability of this train is down a little bit now. It ideally should have gone through those depots, but they weren't present at the time. Let's see how much money this one's going to make. So the last one was 66,000. This one's capacity is 130,000. Yes! Okay. More, oh, look at all the buoys and stuff around the map. Oh, I'm so going to be battling the AI as I grow. There's ships and stuff everywhere. I think we have one full chain set up now. 2 different products from the farm coming into the 2 different industries, being collected in one station, and food going all the way up here and dropped off at this town, which is not growing. But I need to look at the script. We need to get passengers and mail out of there and then deliver some of these things. Oh my goodness, there's so much to do. There is so much to do. Oh, now the AI's building near me. I feel like I need to purchase some land. For the purposes of being able to expand my station as needed, I am purchasing this. How much is that going to cost? 77,000. It's a lot of money, but... So this is mostly for just like a random industry appearing and annoying me, rather than for my competitors. This is about the competitors. Right, and I think the final thing to do, now I've got the money in the bank and all my trains running, is to get the aesthetics working over here. Okay, here we go. Nice, okay. Also, I probably need a second track for the livestock trains. Didn't think of that. I think it's almost Statue of Company Owner time. Right, how are the supplies doing in terms of being created? Okay, there's a lot of supplies being created over there. Hardly any supplies there. There is a helicopter available now. Okay. The Westland Whirlwind. Reliability is 93%. Reliability is good. Only goes 96 tiles though. How far do we need it to go? Oh, that should be about right. Okay, let's see about this. Let's see about this. Airport constructions. Yes. We can get a modern small port. Vintage. Oh, no, wait, hang on. No, we want helicopter airports. Let's try the air depot. And let's try putting an air depot in between the farmland. Okay. Now, can I get the helicopter? Yes. With farm supplies, it carries 24 crates. Okay. Can we go here full load and then go down here and unload? Does look like it will do that. Yes, it's coming out. Okay. It's coming out. It says it's heading there. Is it going to load? It's loading. Nice. Okay. Now, I'm not expecting this to make much money. Although, farm supplies and engineering supplies, they do pay pretty good rates. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for production here to go up. Now, we need 80 crates within, I think that's a month. So I think I'm going to need more helicopters. It's going rather slow. I didn't realize it was that slow. 100, okay. Apparently it's going 166. That's not that slow. Just seems it compared to other aircraft, I guess. How are we getting on with like food and stuff? Trains coming out of depots. Ideally, we want to get rid of this depot now. We don't want to be using that depot. What we got here? Why we got? Oh, we got a train stuck. Okay, let's unstuck that train. Just going to temporarily cut that bit of track there because it looked like those 2 trains were going to smash into each other. Let's get this train out first. There we go. I think we're all right now. Get rid of that depot. That's a bad depot. Okay, so we had 1 train stuck. That's not good. Ratings are excellent. Might be worth paying for a statue of the company owner to get that 10% boost in the ratings. Oh no, they've gone and built a wiggly road through my land. That's going to make it more difficult for me to build other stations when I need it later, or expand these ones. Which AI is that? That is Green & Co. 1.7 million to take them over. That might be a legitimate strategy at some point in the future. Right, so now we have farm supplies being picked up by helicopter, brought in, and it's just loading now, which is filling up our farm, producing milk and livestock, dropping it off to 2 different industries, being picked up by the same station and taken all the way to a town. This is not a bad start. Did you drop off? Yes, and you made a little bit of money. Okay, so the helicopters aren't going to make me loads of money, right? That one is obviously made around £2,000, right? But the production's just gone up to enhanced. And if we can keep this going, we can maybe even get it gung-ho, which just absolutely boosts everything. Let's get another helicopter in this case. There's a lot of farm supplies. You know what? Let's have a fleet of 5 of them doing it. We may even need more trains. And now I've got the money, actually, we should probably separate these 2 lines. There we go. The reason for this is that if we get more trains and we end up with a livestock train waiting, when there's only milk to be picked up, it's gonna cause problems. Let's get a depot in here as well. Disconnect that. There we go. Get some signals going. Fantastic. Let's move this station label. It's just in the way. And we'll move the other one as well to kind of match. Okay, good. So now, if they have to wait for the station, they're not going to block each other. They're sharing this line. This bit should be improved, actually. And I've got the room to do that. So let's... I'm not sure I've got the money, actually. Right, production is enhanced after 2 helicopter deliveries. But we've got 1 more helicopter coming that way. In fact, we've got 3 helicopters coming that way. And those ones are breaking down. Okay. That's not the best, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, more food trains are on the way. We're almost certainly going to need another food train because production at the farm's going up, which means we're going to create more food. We're going to need more platforms there soon. We're going to need more platforms over here soon. And all I've done is hooked 1 farm up. There's another farm that's actually really close that's... Oh, no. They're taking milk by ship? To a dairy just there. Ugh, well, white. Ship AI. 16 million to take the company over. No, thank you. Transhot's in trouble again. Let's have a look at the operating profits. Okay, so my operating profit, ever since the issues, has just gone up. Obviously zigzaggy because of production, but on the way up. Fantastic. Let's add everybody else back in. Okay, we can see that we've got 1 massive leader. That's obviously the Hog AI. We've got a couple of AIs following up behind. That's Ship AI and Brackenton line, whatever that is. And then there's a bunch down here. So that I can see myself, I'm going to get rid of those top 3. And there we go. Now we can see all the others. And I'm kind of zigzagging in the middle of the pack at the moment. I almost don't want to work with this farm now because of the other AI taking stuff from it. There's another farm over here I can work with. Oh, hang on a minute. What are you doing? You're delivering farm supplies? It's gung-ho? Oh, hello there. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Yes, please, I'll take that. Right, what we got? That's grain loading. We don't want grain. Is it grain? Station 1. Station 2. And it's in the way. Hopefully they're not annoyed with me now. We've got 300,000. I could pay off the loan, but they're delivering stuff. It's going to be gung-ho. Right, I need to get that over here. We could share the other end of the platform, actually. If I move this like that, we can then put some signals, some one-way pass signals facing inwards. That means we can actually share the other end of the platform. Saves me building new platforms. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is going to be good. This is worth the investment. This was a good find. I just moved that. I didn't need to. Bork AI is in financial trouble as well. Oh my goodness. Would be nice to get some of these AIs off the board. Given the amount of money I have, I'm going to dig through there. Okay, that works for me. Then this has to go over there. So we're going to go with a diagonal here. We're going to need some depots. Oh, come on. That's going to be quite a tight diagonal, but there's not a massive amount I can do about it because of that road. But let's then turn that into some depots. Those tunnels are so expensive. Right, let's get the signals going. Oh no, Transhot's having problems again. Oh dear. This is a bit weird because we're going from a 4-track to a 2-track to a 4-track, but it's just because we're doing a little bit of sharing and then we've got some depots, so it's not actually too bad. Right, now, new vehicles. We can just clone our existing vehicles. Those ones are perfectly fine. So, one... What do you mean? Oh, no, something's not available. Also, I think we need more of them because we're overflowing and our production's gone enhanced. Right. New trains. What if we upgrade everything to the higher speed? Now that we've got $500,000 in the bank. I'm not even sure I can buy the diesel that I've got. Oh, I can. Oh, hang on. Can we buy out Bork AI for £1? Yes. I don't see why we wouldn't. Got road pizzas and nothing else. Takes them out of the game for £1. Ah, there we go. My first acquisition. So they've got road tiles somewhere. Presumably, we haven't got any ships or anything from that I missed. No ships. Oh, we got helicopters. Okay, so over here, I'm going to clone this train. Then I'm going to sell all of the wagons. Find new milk. No, not food. Milk. Right, new milk carriages. Let's sort. Yeah, sort by running cost. It looks like the express mail carriage might actually be the best bet. Okay, hang on a second. You turn around, go to depot. You go to depot. What do you mean unable to reach depot? What? Was it just because there was a train in the way? I don't know, maybe. This train needs to go to a depot, but we'll let it get to where it needs to be first. Sell the train. Oh, we only got 9,000 for that train. That's harsh. That is really harsh. The boxcar with the sliding door gets us 30,000. Tanked wagon large gets us 25,000. I think, yeah. I'm going to go with the capacity. The speed is a little bit slower, but I'm doing it. So we're getting our first high capacity, high speed milk vehicle on its way. Apparently it's going the wrong place, but never mind. Let's clone that train, send them on the way. Why are you not going into the station? The orders are all wrong. I never changed the orders. It's trying to go to the other place. There we are. Right. They're okay now. Right, next ones. These two trains. That one's on its way back. I'll send it to the depot. We'll keep an eye on this one. We'll clone this train. Get rid of the wagons. Then we'll add new livestock wagons. Livestock. There we go. And we want high capacity. 10. 30. Ooh. 48? We're having that. What's the downside? It's a little bit slow. Yep, thank you. Right, let's make sure we've got the orders correct. Nope, we have not. Full load here, down the track, go to that place. Send you on your way. This one's unloading. We'll get that one to go to the depot once it's finished unloading. Why is there a milk train there? Is it lost? That's trying to go to the food place as well. Okay. You probably need to share the orders of this. There you go. Right, let's have a look. Trains. We've got 2 trains there. And we're going to have 2 new trains here. Okay. Clone that new train. Go. And now we just have to wait for this train to go away. And all the upgrades will be complete. Right, with over £700,000 in the bank, it's definitely time to pay that loan off. Goodbye, loan. Wow, there is even more infrastructure in my area. Oh well, never mind. We're probably going to need another food train. So there we go, get another food train. Are these food trains making us good money? Let's have a look. We've still got a train going. Oh, God, we've still got. Right. You stop. You're supposed to be going to the same orders as this one. How many different... Okay, so we've got 3 milk trains now. Alright, we've got 3 milk train, 3 livestock, and 6 food. Okay. Production's been a bit funny recently. That production's gung-ho. Nice! Okay, I wonder if it's going to stay gung-ho. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. We haven't really got anything at this hangar. Oh, wait, that's the hangar. Yeah, we've got loads of farm supplies. We could probably add an a helicopter. Oh, how are things over here? Did I ever get the trains? Oh, I got distracted. Yes, I got distracted. Okay. Clone train. Right, where are they? Where are they? Here we go. 1 milk train. 1 livestock train. Change the orders to the milk train. To full load here. Go down and unload there. Livestock train. We're going to change the orders to full load here. Come down and unload there. Send it on its way. Now this is, I think, a little bit of a shorter route. So instead of having 3 of each train, I'm going to have 2 of each train. So we'll clone that one, and then I'll clone that one and send them on the way. 157,000 in the bank, loan paid off, and a full farm supplies to food delivery route sorted. And we've already taken out one of the competitors. Now, which is the worst competitor? Can we take them out? Let's have a look. So if we get rid of Admiral AI, we get rid of Transhot, which seems to be doing a lot better now. They were doing terrible. They've taken... Oh no, apparently they're in trouble again. Just as I say it. Oh dear. Oh no, wait, that's me. Okay, we'll take me off. We'll take Clueless out. Greenco. The DRP Consortium. The Cantus Forward. Oh, we've got a number of AIs that aren't doing very well, which we could probably take out of the game. Transhot. How much is that one worth? £1. Oh, hostile. No, what? Oh, because you have to take over their debts and stuff? Pay off all the loans and pay 2 years worth of profits. We haven't got enough money for that. Okay, not Transhot. On your way transport. That's 102,000. I could afford that one. Town cars, 300,000. Tashinet, 400,000. And Synaptic Transport, 200 and something. Right, this one's only 102,000. I'm going to say yes, and take them out of the game. I should have had a proper look at what they had. Let's have a look. So, trains. Let's group by shared orders. Looks like... yes. So we've got 2 lots of milk, we've got 2 lots of livestock, and a load of food. That's all good. And some of them are not making money yet, but they're going to be making money. It's fine. We haven't got any road vehicles. We haven't got any ships. And we've only got our helicopters. Okay, so we haven't inherited any vehicles. Now, production over here is still gung-ho. Thanks very much to Ship AI. Our first train is already on its way with 840 litres of milk. And we've also got our first livestock van with 672 livestocks. So they're going to go down the line and come in here and drop off. That's going to boost food production. I think we need another food train. We definitely need another platform over here, and we've got enough money to do the work now. So let's do that. So I'm going to temporarily remove this piece of track. Get rid of that road. And we're going to flatten all of that. A bit more, actually. Oh, is that... oh, I flattened it too much. Oh, there we go. Apparently that's what I needed to do. And let's put in some more of the rail construction. Okay, so this is, I think, Goods Station A. Let's put another... what? I've got no money! I just spent it all on land and buying out companies. It's fine. Oh, wait, no, trains aren't going to be able to come in and load. It's okay, it's okay. I'll be alright. I'll be fine. Oh, dear. Right. I think I can afford this now. Yes, okay. Now, 4 tracks with 1 line coming in is not going to be a problem. We'll have all of these lines... go away. We'll have all these lines coming out together. And this one, what we'll do is instead of that one merging this way, we'll have this one merging that way. There we go. I think that's all right. Wow, there's a lot there. Okay, we need more. Another 2... I can't afford it. We spent all our money on trains. These trains that are coming from the northern farm are only just arriving in the drop-off stations. And the other ones are already half full. We might actually need 3 trains. Especially when our ratings go up. 81%, excellent. You know what we need to do, though? Statues of company owner. Local authority, statue of company owner. £140,000. It's worth doing it there. And it's worth doing it over here in Rosario. I haven't been paying close attention to these town names, but they're world town names, I think. Yeah, look. Newark. What else have we got? We've got Buffalo... any other? Elk Grove? Charlotte? St. Petersburg? Completely forgot about that. Okay, where are we? Oh yes, statues of company owner. I can just about afford one over here, I think. I think a statue of the company owner should be in relation to the size of the town. There we go. Ratings at this station should now go from around in the low 70s to the low 80s over the course of a very short period of time. Oh my goodness. Oh, we need more food trains. There we go. 2 more food trains on the way. Okay, so depots here. Depots there. This is a long stretch without any depots. And then we've got some depots. And another relatively long stretch without depots. What we could do is make this as an immediate diagonal. And come down here and then make that depots. So I will do that now. I'm going to clean up the corner of this hill. And prepare this little improvement. There we go. We've got some extra depots in there now. That will help keep things nice and reliable. Really could do with some depots around here, but that would mean probably taking the river out and changing this diagonal a little bit, but I don't really want to do that. How are we doing down here? Wow, still plenty of food And not enough trains. Okay, more trains. Good, good, good. Money is shooting up. Trains are coming into these platforms from both sides. That's fantastic. I like using both sides of a station, especially when it's not that busy of a station. It doesn't affect the efficiency too much. Like, there's the odds of having two trains coming from one way and another train coming from the other relatively low on this sort of thing at the moment. It might improve. It might just get bigger and busier. Let's check in again in here. Yep, we're still gung-ho on the production there. So now I think it's time to look at bringing in another farm. The question is, which one? So here they are flashing on the map. We've got one that's really close that we could be that we'd be competitive with. Would that be worth doing with trains, or is it too close? I think we need to start competing. Right, so if I was to put a station in here, I could potentially do track there, go across here. Couple of bridges here and here. Just while I'm at it, did I convert all of this to... Oh, I didn't convert it to higher speed. Oh no! Right, so the old line I didn't convert. These trains have been running slow. Okay, that's been converted. What about over here? All of that as well. Okay, now I think I have everything converted and upgraded. Yeah. That wouldn't have given me an error if everything was fine, I think. Right, so then... How are we going to do this? Because I haven't got a lot of room. I do have a terrible idea. Although, it's not that terrible. Below up that building. Yeah, that might work. Okay, let's do it. So, 2-track station going in. Will that fit? Yeah, it will. This isn't going to be the most efficient thing, but... Oh, I can't get it. Can I... No, I need to demolish the dock. So I'm going to have to do it staggered. Oh, no, that's not very nice. We're not going to be able to have signals until the other side. Oh, no, wait, it's a terminus station. We can have signals. I've just realised that a lot of the signals I've been putting in are probably the... Oops, this is not what I want. Okay, I need to leave a train length here. Okay. Get a little Y split there. Extend the signals. That might work. It might work. Also, I've got to look out for where I might have done wrong, incorrect signals. Like, that's not a one-way signal. All of these are not one-way signals. Oh my goodness. I can click on them individually to turn them to one-way path signals. The good news is that not all of these need to be one-way path signals. In order for this to work, you only need some one-way path signals to force the trains where they need to go. So that's not the end of the world. Oh, that's the same station. It can't be the same station. It's different stations up here, right? Yep. Okay then. Okay, good. Right, clone the milk train. Where's the milk train? Where's the milk train? That's not a milk train. There's a milk train. Take its orders off. Full load here. Unload there. Clone it so there's 2 of them. Send them on the way. Clone a livestock train. Get rid of the orders. Full load here. Unload there. Clone it and send them on the way. Now, is this a train length between here and here? Yeah, just. Okay. So trains can enter this block and then get out of the block and go the place they need to go. I almost feel like a dedicated line here would be much better. Livestock train comes across here and then just merges like over there. Probably would be much better. But for now, There we go. Right, we're going to be taking some supplies from this place. Obviously, we want our station ratings to be a much better than the enemy's station ratings, which theirs are terrible. So, statue of company owner, I think. Now I think we need to increase the production here. And I don't know if we've got anything close enough that will do the job. Any nearby ports? I guess we could use this one. It's gonna have to do 72 crates of farm supplies. Is not a lot. But it might help. Let's make that a separate station. Full load here. Go down to this place. Not in range. Oh wow. Must be really close to being out of range. Okay, can we make it further away just to get it in range? I don't know. Hang on a second. It sets farm supplies, separate station. It's got to be close. How far is it? Okay, let's get rid of that aircraft. See, this is something you don't have to deal with in vanilla. The aircrafts don't have a range. But in this, they do. Right, can I put it like down here? No. There. Flatland required. Okay, let's try again. It says farm supplies, so I've done both heliports the maximum distance that I can spread them. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, let's see. Can we do a spread station? I feel like a spread station is not in the spirit of playing the game. So I'm not going to do it. I could just spread station, but nope. Transhot's in trouble again. We've got 2 million in the bank. Oh, that we must be able to take out another couple of AIs now. Let's have a look at the operating profit graph. Oh yes, these are the ones at the bottom here. So town cars and Synapse Transport have both done pretty much nothing. 2 road vehicles. Company values £1. Yep, we'll take estimated 300,000. We'll do that. Town cars are gone. They're mine. What road vehicles did they have? Little tiny trucks. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's send them to depot. Bet they weren't making much money. That... What? That vehicle is 11 years old and profit was 0. Oh, is it just one of those little things that makes... Oh, it's an AI that just builds cars. That just, like, decorates the map. Maybe we'll have to do some of that. We'll see. I'm going to have to track down the new stations that I've acquired. It should be quite easy, though, because anything that isn't a train station, basically. Or an airport. Oh, there's only one? There we go. Station's been decommissioned. Is there a vehicle in there? Not anymore. No orders. Go to depots, please, both of you. Look at these. What on earth are these roads? A beach road through the middle of the countryside. That's not how you're supposed to use a beach road. How are we doing the food? Oh my goodness, we're overflowing with food. We're still overflowing with food. Right. What's our ratings? 60%? That's not great. I mean, I know it says good. But you got to remember, we've got to statue the company owner, right? That's giving us plus 10%. So really, those ratings are like 50%. So let's get a whole bunch of trains going now. Just thinking, if I funded a port nearby, that would probably enable us to make a lot more money. How much will it cost me to fund a port? Nearly 2 million. What have I got? Just over 2 million. Oh dear. Now, what I have just noticed is that there are 2 farms, one here and one here, and 2 ports, one here and one here. Those ports are almost certainly in range of those farms, and I could get those farms going and try and get the stuff in to our network. There we go. I decided to buy out Synaptic Transporting as well. That's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4 of my competitors are gone. The only ones down the bottom now is the Trashy Net and Transhot. Can I afford to get rid of them? They're a pound. They would cost 400,000. Trashy, they cost more. But I do have enough money for both of those. Oh, right. They've got 24 road vehicles. And they've got 2 aircraft. There we go. There we go. They're all gone. The graph is glitching out with my removal of those companies. We've still got nearly 2 million in the bank. And I have now eradicated 6 of my competitors. Bringing everybody back onto the operating profit graph, we see that I've pulled myself into a nice 4th place position. So, I think it's time to just have a look at the vehicles I've acquired and see what they're worth. Okay, so we've got a bunch of road vehicles going backwards and forwards. And you know what? Most of them are making money. These trucks aren't. Presumably, it wasn't finished? Or it couldn't figure out where to connect the coal to? So let's just decommission that. There we go. Why have we got this here? I don't know. That's gone as well. And we've got 2 more aircraft. One of them's making some money. The other one isn't. I think... yeah. We can do some aircraft, but I'm not going to do these ones. We're going to decommission these ones. Okay, there goes one of them. And there goes the other. Okay, so I've decommissioned the aircraft, decommissioned the cars, and I've kept most of the other vehicles, including some buses. We've got some more cars here. Let's get rid of these. Now, in the next phase of my operations, I am going to turn my attention to town and town growth and the special script that we've got, but I'm going to get these 2 farms hooked up first before I do much else. The only thing is I'm worried about the amount of space that I've got, or rather that I haven't got. I want to expand these stations and then get the tracks out to go down south here. So let's get to work and delay no longer. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to go straight in with mainline construction. And I'm going to go with the ISR stations, and we'll do a standard milk drop-off station like I've done there. Got a funny feeling that's the below. Flatland required. Okay, yep, okay, fine. Fine, okay. Let's try again. Yeah, no, that's not it. That's close. Let's do this one. There we go. Got the right one. So this one's not going to be too bad. I'm going to keep the 2 sets of platforms separate. So we've got a line coming in down the bottom here for one farm, a line coming in the top for the other farm, and then this one dedicated to the other 2 farms. So I think we'll be alright for that. We might need more in the future, but for now, we're okay, I think. Now, I can get this line past whatever infrastructure this is and down and out. That's not too much of a problem. Let's just quickly purchase the land in front of what I'm working on, just to make sure that I'm not going to have any problems. This one's going to be a little worse to work with. I've got no room. There's a piece of track in the way. I could spread the station and get it in the gap. That would be fine. I could also do a separate station altogether. It could fit down here and go out that way. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Now, this station, I think, is the same sort as the other one. Shall I spread it? Yeah, you know what? I am going to spread it. Okay, fair enough. We're going to have to make it slightly staggered, but that's okay. Right. Let's go straight to begin with. And then we want to be coming past this industry pretty tight. There we go. And we want to go up here? Yes, we'll go up there. Right. Leaving as much room as possible. Okay, so there is our other track for dropping off livestock. This is our track for dropping off milk. It does appear like we're going to hit the industry. Maybe it'd be nice to have a gap between the 2 platforms. Yeah, let's do that. And then I can add... There we go. Okay, let's tidy this up. Okay, so there's our line for dropping off milk. There's our line for dropping off the livestock. I just need signals on there. And of course, we're going to need things like depots and all that sort of stuff. Get rid of these extra bits now. And there we go. Right, now I need to get from these farms. And I think what we'll do is we'll use the flat land over here, I think. Oh god, there's great big hills. Let's have a look at the world map to see if we can get a better look at what's going on. So, can I zoom in? No, that is the closest zoom. I would like one more level of zoom on the map, but never mind. So I think these are the farms here. Yeah, I think it's just going to be terrible. There's going to be no easy way of doing it. Maybe the two farms should come together into one set of tracks, and then that one set of tracks should then split again. Oh yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, let's do the stations first. So here, what we want to do is just level out this land. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's going to be for our milk over here, and then yeah, let's put the milk in over there. Then for the livestock, did I do a connected, like a joint station? No, it's a separate station, okay. I could do it as one station with waypoints, but I've elected to do it as two separate stations. So I'm going to continue to do it like that. Now, because these are two separate stations, we could just do two different lines. But let's not. We're going to dig through the hillside. Let's connect these up. And I think at this stage, this would be a nice little time for a little time lapse. Yeah, let's do that. Well, there we go. I have added the routes in, and I'm just doing depots and trains now. So we've got two stations down at this farm, two stations down at this farm. The tracks come out of the platforms, they merge together, so then we then have one track for each farm. A transport monopoly? Oh dear, okay. So this town here is growing, and it looks like local authority has signed a contract with Rakuten Line, and they've taken a hold of it. I didn't know we had that turned on. It is mostly default settings. So as I was saying, yes, the lines merge, go into one line. So then we have one line from each farm. They merge together, so then we have one line from both farms. And it travels for a while and then separates. One goes for milk delivery and one goes off for livestock delivery. So we'll have some trains coming from these stations that will come down the line, and some will split one way and some will split the other, and the same for the other. So now we need to get the depots in, get those trains going before the farms close down. And I'm pretty sure they will close down. Now we need to make sure that we are land height changes correctly. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, I guess that'll be all right. There we go. So what I've tried to do is I've tried to connect these up without cutting too much of the landscape to pieces. Now we've done quite a bit of digging around here in the top of this hill, but over here, you know, we've gone up a couple of land heights and then started digging, and some similar over here, right? We've gone up a few, and what I've done is I've done it and I've formed the landscape so we've got a length 7 between each of the land height changes to give our trains the best chance of being able to cope with those changes, because if it only changes once within a train's length, then it's not quite as bad. So there we go. We've got some depots in down here. Let's get the signal in for merging back onto the line. There we go. So and then let's clone some trains. Let's clone some of the milk and livestock trains that we got over here. So there's one of the milk trains, and let's clone one of the livestock trains. Great. Okay. And now we've got them. We need to go in, and I didn't hold control, so they ain't got the shared orders. And this is the... Oh, God. Which one's that? That's the livestock train. Okay. So the livestock train wants to come in here, full load, go down the line and drop off at the new platforms there. That looks good to me. And then the milk train wants to do exactly the same, except the milk platforms that I need to rename and go to the milk drop-off. Then we'll clone them so that there's 3 of each in total. We may need more, especially once we get farm supplies hooked up. And now we need the same over here. Now this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. Is that right? So that should be 7 in total. That's 8 in total. Okay. I can't not leave it uneven. I'm sorry. It has to be even. I don't know why. Sometimes something in my brain says, that has to match. That has to be symmetrical. That has to be even. And sometimes in my brain it goes, it doesn't matter, does it? And I never know which one my brain is going to pick. It could be either. So there we go. We've done minimal adjustments to the hills. We will need a little bit more here to make room for the actual depots. There we go. Plonk, plonk. Nope, we don't want any of that stuff right now. Get rid of the track that goes through. And then signal for the merge and a signal for the merge. Okay. And again, some trains. So we... Hang on a minute. Where are you going? Why are you going to the milk drop-off? Are you already full of milk? No. Did I forget the full load order? Yes. Oh well. I think all of the milk trains have just legged it. Yep, they've ran off. Well, at least they're doing alright. That means the ratings are going to go bad for the milk. You know what? Let's add 1 more milk train. And keep things even, 1 more livestock train. Oh no, if we have more than 1 more livestock train, it is going to start waiting on the line and block things. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, now I can clone the trains. We'll clone one of these. And we'll also clone one of these. There we go. Get rid of their orders, and we want a full load milk. This time I remembered the full load. Go to the milk drop off, and we'll clone you so there's 2 more. And then for the livestock one, F to get rid of the orders. Down here, full load. Oh, that's that's one station. Made a mistake. Need to fix it. It's a good job I noticed. So station, remove tool, just go away. Whip that out of there. And then turn off the remove tool, pop it back in and build as a separate station. Full load at it and then drop off at the livestock. There we go. Clone that twice and send it on its way. So now we've got the 2 more farms have been hooked up. We're overflowing with food. Ratings are not the best. We need another few food trains on the go. So let's throw 3 more at it. And now it's time to go to the air again. So Where are my helicopter airports? Here we go. So let's go with the air depot. And we'll put one here. And one here. And then we'll put one... Ooh, is there a space in the field that connects up to the... Yep, okay, we'll go there. Build it on non-field land if possible. The local authority hate me. This place, they hate me. Okay, let's bring the trees back. We've got room to plant some more trees. I'm sure they'll like me after I plant a few trees around the town. There we go. Right. Let's get this back in. Where did I say I was going to put it? Let's put it here. Oh, hang on a minute. No, it's not a rating. It's because there's already airports there. Oh, my airport here counts as being part of this town, and there's already an airport there. Well, if I put it on this side, it counts as being closer to Newark. So there we go. That does the job. Hopefully it means the helicopters won't go wrong. New aircraft. We could technically still get a hot air balloon, but I don't want it. There is a new helicopter. It goes further. The reliability is not as good. Okay. At some point, we may need to upgrade our helicopters. But for now, it's not going to happen. So we'll have 5 more doing that trip. And then new aircraft. I didn't refit them. I did not refit them. Right. All the ones in here. Stop. You go to depot. It might be okay, but I want to check. Yeah, it's got passengers. Right. Delete all of the helicopters. And then refit this one to farm supplies. Then clone it. Okay. And then this one, refit that to farm supplies. And now we can do its orders. Full load here. Fly just over there. Unload and clone it so there's 5 of them. There we go. 15 helicopters. How are we doing up here in terms of production? Production is enhanced. Not gung-ho all the time. So sometimes we're gung-ho, sometimes we're enhanced. But overall, things are going quite well. The lines are looking pretty neat, pretty tidy. We've got plenty of trains coming in to pick up the food now. And those trains, 2.4 million last year. We've got 7 million in the bank account. Things are really ramping up, and I'm really enjoying the layout of these platforms. The fact that we've got some platforms with a gap in between, even though it's the same station. And over here, we've got 2 sets of platforms and then a different track running through the middle of them. And this one's bi-direct, it's great. I love the variety that's going on here. And now I think all the milk trains will be stacking up, yes. Now this is what we don't want. We don't want the 4th milk train to be blocking this junction, which is why I said I only wanted 3. So what we'll do is we'll send this one to the depot. And then I'll sell that, and we'll just have 3 until production ramps up. Now in theory, I could put maybe some depots in down here as well, that they could use maybe to like hide in if they need to service, so that then they're not, backing up down the line. But we're all right. We're all right. Those 2 are in. So looking at the company now, we have a total of 44 trains, 21 road vehicles, and 15 aircraft. The company value is £11.5 million, and we've laid quite a lot of rail pieces. Now, we've inherited some road vehicles, but we haven't inherited any trains. These are the road vehicles we've got going at the moment. We got them from a different company earlier. We've got some cars here. I forgot about these cars. Are they just sat in a depot not doing anything? Okay, they never got launched. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of tidying up here. Let's get rid of some of these old vehicles. We don't need them. There we go. And maybe we can even get rid of these depots as well. So let's just get rid of that. And we'll also get rid of that. There we go. Just a bit of tidying up. Oh, I just got rid of stuff that I didn't mean to. Oh, that one seems like it was okay. Yeah, there's a few bits here that I don't think were being used by the AI when I bought them out. Oh, there are some vehicles running. They're not making any money, though. Okay, if they're not making any money, you're going to go to your depot. Got to be careful when I'm taking over these companies about what they provide me and what's going on. So, let's get rid of these. There we are. Thank you very much. What we got over here? Oh, there's no vehicles there. I don't know if this is the other end of that route, so we can get rid of that. There we go. So now I don't think we've got any spare things around the map. We do have some road vehicles, but these road vehicles are mostly doing okay. It's only the ones that I got rid of that were not doing okay. So that is fantastic. Well, with the helicopters whirring away, delivering the farm supplies to our little farm down here, the production is now gung-ho. These trains are going to fill up. They're going to go down here and produce even more food. Production rates are going to go through the ceiling. And as you can see, they've been going up pretty steeply already. So now these farms are hooked up, it's time to make sure that we've got naming conventions sorted out on the drop-offs and so forth. Also, I'm going to need some more depots, maybe around here or there. So let's get them put in and sorted out. Okay, so I need to decide whether this is going to be Newark or not. I think we're going to say, yeah, we're going to change these to Newark. Newark Milk, Newark Livestock, and then over here, Woodstock Milk and Woodstock Livestock. Double stocks for the stocks there. Heliport, that's a fine name for a heliport. Did I call them heliport? No, it's not called heliport over there, but never mind, that's fine. Now, given the location of these two sets of depots, I don't think I need any around here. This is going to be a difficult place to potentially add depots, but I think it needs to be done, so let's do that. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot harder to get things shoved in there, but these depots are going to fit quite nicely. We just need signals before the merge there. Oh no, we accidentally nailed one of the buses. Was it a bus? What was it? It was road vehicle 205, and it was carrying 60 passengers from Newark. Oh dear, oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't have put a level crossing in there. Was that bad of me? Do you think I should go through and adjust all this? I mean, to be fair to me, I probably could do with a... Well, no, actually, no, because I want my track like that. I need my 7-length gap. Keep your buses out my way. And there's been another transport monopoly. Luckily, nowhere near me. Oh, I was going to say nowhere near me. It is near me, but luckily for me, you can still drop off. This station here is a food delivery station only. So I'm actually okay. I don't need to worry about this particular AI taking over the town. But it is going to be worrying in the future. Hang on a minute. We can do track over depots now, I think. Let me just try out a new possible technique. So if I do this and do that, it won't let me. It says, oh, this building must be demolished. Maybe if it was vanilla, it would work. Oh, that's a shame. What I was hoping or thinking about was here we've got depots above the main line. I was thinking that if I could dip it in the right way, I could get depots beneath the main line. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have space for that. Oh, that's a shame. See, this industry is in the way, this glassworks. And I was trying to think about how I could fit a depot in here and make it work, but I can't think of a way of doing it neatly, so maybe we just don't? Is the reliability going to be okay if they go past these depots? Are they going to be fine? I mean, there's enough room here for me to add depots. What's the reliability of this one? 72. What about double optional depots? Because what I'd like to do is have a gap of at least 7 here, right? And then I'd have the track coming off. Then it'd be 7, and then there's depot, and then another 7. And then we ain't got room. We ain't got room. Forget about it. Not happening. We'll just carry on with the other things. Production is now enhanced up here, which is pretty good. How's our food coping? Looks like we're doing alright. Ratings 79%. That's not the best. Food production and transportation is actually not too bad. We're tracking pretty good there. What about over here? Yeah, we're tracking pretty well with the amount of food produced. So the dotted line beneath the solid line is how much of the produced we've transported, and it's pretty close on the graph. And that means we're doing a pretty good job of transporting it, although we seem like we are only just keeping up. So maybe another couple of trains. Especially considering we're now getting more in these farms. Now, I think, do I have too many trains here? Oh, why did that train just stop and turn around? Is that not proper platform down there? What the? Well, what are you going to do? You pull into the station. Turn around and leave? Oh, hang on a minute. Where are you trying to... Oh, you're trying to get to the drop-off station. But you can't? Hang on a minute. Why can't you? What are you... Why are you lost? Doesn't look like they're lost. It looks like they're just... Oh, no. More transport monopolies. This one... Oh. Yeah, it looks like we've... Is this one of the places where we were... Oh, no. I've got buses here. Here's me thinking, oh, I'm fine, but I've inherited buses from companies I've taken over, and now there's a transport monopoly. Although, to be fair, I don't think I'm going to have problems there. What? Why? Why are these vehicles reporting as lost? They can't get to the drop-off. Okay, why can't they get to the drop-off? Let's have a look. They can get over this bridge. They can go over to that bridge. They can go down here. Let's follow it and see what happens. Oh, it stopped and went that way. Why would you do that? Oh, I've got signals the wrong way around. There we go. Oh, no. Okay, remove these signals. Don't estimate the cost. Put them down the line. There's a few signals the wrong way around. That's why both of those trains were having problems. When they come back, though, they're going to need to come this way. So let's give them a way to do that. And then just wait for them to come along. There we go. Off you go. Go the correct way. Thank you very much. There we go. Get rid of that. There we go. Now we've got an actual milk train going to the milk station. These shouldn't be complaining that they're lost anymore. No. Are any of my trains lost? Nope. Doesn't look like it. 23 food trains now. They've made 2 million so far this year, and it's September. Production here is only normal? What happened? What? I do have a couple of helicopters. Are they dropping off? They have the rights for... So maybe I just haven't been dropping off enough. Helicopters do appear to be coming in. And they are dropping off. I mean, that one did catch fire, but I'm not too worried about that. Goes to the depot. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, the order's telling them to go to the hangar. Okay, you need to go to the actual heliport. Let's just double check that the others aren't doing that. I don't think they are. No, that one's actually landing as supposed. Right, okay. So a small misclick there, sending them to the hangar instead of actually to where they need to be. But overall, I think we're okay. This one, we're not supplying any farm supplies to at all. I feel like we should. We tried earlier to get it from this place, but it was just too far away. I'm wondering, can we put a new one in down here? A new port. How much would that cost? Fund new industry. Port. 1.7 million. 14 in the bank. Let's do it. Right. There's the new port. Let's see if we can get this air depot in and get these vehicles doing this journey. There's not a lot of room. It's going to have to go there. Right. Oh my goodness, there's now 3 different helicopters. The one we're using, which is pretty good. Then there's the S61, which has not great reliability. And then the S64, which carries less and goes slower. Full load here. Go down here. Go down here and actually go... Oh, what? Not in range? But that's a very... Oh my goodness. How far away is that? It's 102-ish. Maximum range. What's the maximum range of the helicopter? We're gonna have to have the newer helicopter here. Even though it costs more to run and has a poorer reliability. It does have more capacity and goes faster, so there are some advantages. So we're going to the S61 now. Full load here. Unload there. Clone it so we've got 5 of them. Send them on the way. So we can get the production up here up. Let's check. The ratings of my competitor is 41% for milk. My ratings are 78%. We got a statue of the company owner? We have got a statue of the company owner. And as our trains get faster, those ratings will only go up more. Oh, look at this. There's another line come around the back of my lines. That wasn't there long ago. Look at that. Right over my depots and everything. Okay. I'm kind of thinking that I might want to buy a little bit more land around here, but it's getting busy. Let's have a look at the operating profit here. So these are the remaining companies. We've got the Hog AI out in front. Then we got the Brackenton line in second place. Then just above me is Ship AI, and then we've got the rest below. Can I buy any of these out? Now, a hostile takeover of Admiral AI is going to cost me just under $1 million. They have a train, road vehicles, and an aircraft. Are they making money? Well, that train isn't making money yet, but it is working on food. Do I just hostile take over them when they get in my way? Or, you know what? I should probably do it now before the company grows anymore and it makes it harder for me to do anything about it. So here we go. Hostile takeover of that one. There we go. Company merger. We now have that one. This train, let's go and have a look, see what's going on. Right, so what we got? We've got a line here. And all it's doing is delivering food. What's the production like over here? So some has been produced. You know what? We'll give that line some chance to earn its cash and see what happens. We've inherited more road vehicles, including this bunch of trucks. What's going on down here? Oh, is it a scrapyard that we're working with? Okay, that could be good. I'm not quite sure where it's going, though. Down the road. Oh, it's going to this steel mill, is it? I bet they're making a pretty penny. I mean, the station design's terrible. Yeah, 58,000 a year. It's not too bad. And our brand new aircraft is just about to take off by the look of it. There we go. See you later. That's a very slow aircraft. Oh, there's an airport down here in the middle of this town. Okay, we might decommission that at some point because it's a small airport, and when we get larger aircraft, we want to be using them. But for now, that's not too bad. Now, the next one down the bottom is Cantus Forward, and then we've got the DRP Consortium, and then the purple one, which is Green & Co. So the hostile takeover here is 4.5 million. This one is 3.2 million. And that one is 5.7 million. I could nearly take all 3 of them out, but not quite. We're going to leave them down there at the top of the table. We're going to keep growing our empire and improving and making things even better. Now, talking of improving, we've got nearly 1,000 tons of food here. We need more trains. Let's go and get another 5 trains. Off we go. And I don't think this line's going to be getting too saturated. The trains are flowing up and down it fine. I think that one might have broken. Oh, I caught this wiggle here is slowing it down maybe. That slows there a little bit. Yeah, it does slow it down a little bit. It would be nice to be able to smooth that out a little. Maybe if we go up over here. So first things first, I'm going to just take away a piece of track here and a piece of track there. That's going to allow this section to clear out. Then I will remove everything that's in that area, bring up the land so that we can go up and into a bridge. There you go, a flat bridge. And then ideally we want to come down here and stay flat. Good. Okay, that is a big improvement. So not only have I got rid of a wiggle, but I've got rid of a quick land height change. And you know what? I'm really pleased with that solution. It's nice and neat, and I don't think it causes too much problem. I didn't have to change too much land. I still have the bridges, But, oh, yeah. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of a delay because I held up the trains while I made the modification, but that should allow them to move through that section much more smoothly. Here we go, delivering milk. I wonder how much this train's going to make. I never did check previously. Let's find out. That friend over there just made 40 odd thousand. Oh, what do you reckon for this one? 50? Maybe 60. 64,000. Nice. Ooh, I wonder how much money all these trains are making down here altogether. Okay, 78,000 as a group last year on that one. We do have some trains waiting still, but production does need to increase. So you can see that production's just been a little bit up and down recently. It does need to go much higher. I'm guessing these higher bits up here are from when we had farm supplies, and these lower bits are from when we didn't. We're only doing 72 crates of farm supplies, but it says that there's only been 28 transported. Oh, do we have a throughput issue because we haven't got enough bits for the aircraft to take off and land at? Okay, let's keep an eye out. So the helicopter comes in, it takes off. No, I think we just need more helicopters. Ratings are absolutely terrible. What we can do is we can go into the town, build statues of the company owner over here, statue of the company owner over there, statue of the company owners over here, and really just make sure that we've got enough statues to make everybody think we're brilliant. How are the new ones coming along? The bigger ones. So that one's not making any money. Oh, it's still passengers? How many of you saw that? Go on, drop me a comment if you saw that I didn't change this to farm supplies. To prevent that issue, you want to be selecting the all cargo types and changing it to farm supplies. That means that when you purchase it, it buys it and refits it outright. And then you don't have to worry about refitting it later anyway. Right, send them on their way. And now we're picking stuff up. Well, transport monopoly over here. Again, it's one of the places where I've got a bus stop. So these three buses might not make money for a little while, but never mind. I'm just thinking with the enhanced speed and enhanced cargo capacity, even though the reliability is a little bit less, it might be worth swapping these out, because the reliability of 90 is great, but if you are flying long distance and that reliability is dropping at a slower speed, it's gonna be longer until you get to your destination where you can then service. Whereas the faster aircraft, they're gonna get there quicker and have more opportunity to service. And when they're going there, they're also carrying more as well. Okay, I'm gonna do an upgrade. We're gonna replace vehicles. We're gonna say all of the whirlwinds upgrade to... Oh. The S64 carries a similar amount of capacity to our whirlwind, I think. But it goes further and is faster. It's not quite faster than the S61, but it's got its higher reliability. I'm going to convert them all to the S64. As long as their capacity is high enough, I think we'll be okay. So before the conversion, our aircraft were going 166 kilometers an hour and they could carry 24 crates. And afterwards, we can carry 40 crates at a much higher speed. Now it looks like when they're taking off, their maximum speed is 128, but then when they get in the air, they go faster. Yeah, they go to 180. So their vertical speed is different to their horizontal speed. So the maximum speed is 180 and it's accelerating now, so it's going faster and carries a lot more. Hopefully that means that some of these that were not always gung-ho will now be gung-ho. Production at all the farms will shoot up, and we might even need more trains. Oh yes, the food trains have been coming through here quite quickly, and we have got a little build-up of food. Ratings are still 80% excellent, so let's clone that train a little bit more and get them sorted out. Now, are there any farms that I've missed in the area? Let's have a look. Map of the world, industries, and we want dairy farms. Now, there is one over here. but I'm not sure that's really... Yeah, that is close enough. Do we do a transfer service? Where we go from here, down, and transfer? You know what? I'm not really sure about that. What might be nice in the future, though, is to look at where we're delivering the food to, which is over here, and see if we can fund or find a similar setup to what we've got here with the dairy and the stockyard, and then connect up all of the farms in that area and then do a bi-directional food route. That it would definitely be for the future. So if I just hide signs for a moment, you can see that we've got quite a few farms in this area. So I would think that if we go into maybe this little basin, a dairy or stockyard thing going on in here, bring all the farm stuff into it, then we convert it into food, we extend the food line from here a little bit more maybe, drop it off at somewhere like Rockhampton, and then pick up the food and go all the way back. Then we would need somewhere to drop it off, maybe at a station just here for... Oh, there's a hotel there, that would accept food as well. And then pick it up again. Looking at the operating profit though, I have just noticed that the ship AI hasn't really been raising their profit much. And I have. And we've come into contention now on a number of occasions. Look at this. So let's have a look. How much would it be to take the company out? Oh, right. Their company value is 76 million, but it only costs 12 million to take them out. I say only 12 million. 12 million's a lot. They've got 300 ships. That would be really cool to add their ships to my empire. As long as they're making good money. I mean, they're not making brilliant money. Although they're doing pretty much as good as me at the moment. And maybe I could tweak their ship empire to be even better than what it is. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think we're going to take out Ship AI, who I am in contention with in a number of places. In terms of profit on the graph, they're actually supplying some of the farms with supplies. So then I would control the supply of supplies as well as the ships on the waterways. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's only going to get more expensive. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. There we go. Transport merger. Ship AI is gone. And I now own a whole bunch of ships. Now, was that a good idea? Can I tweak the ships to make even more profit and incorporate into my network? Well, we'll have to wait to see, because we're going to go and find out that next time. Also next time, we're going to be working on the storybook script that allows us to work with the towns and try and actually grow some towns and cities on the map according to the requirements that have been laid out. We've got decent money in the account and a nice little network, and I've got a feeling that this is going to be particularly interesting to figure out how it's going to work. But you're going to have to wait until next time to find out that as well. That's going to be all for now. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it and get subscribed to make sure you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. Leave all your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. But for now, goodbye.